Hello, Honors Algebra 2 students. Let's look at rational expressions some more. Just a quick review from what you saw in the previous video. A rational expression is anything that can be written in fractional form. So if I have x over 3, that's a rational expression. If I have y over z, also a rational expression. Now what we can do with rational expressions, and we'll use this very basic setup right here to go ahead and add those two. And then I'm going to show you how to subtract those two. Really basic. You have to remember your addition of fractions rules to be able to do this. This in general is tough for most students because your fraction, adding and subtracting of fractions experience has been probably for some painful because there is a particular process you have to follow. Now, if you use a tried and true particular process in all your fraction work, you're probably going to be better off in this study. All right, so first of all, we have to find a common denominator between those two. The common denominator between 3 and z is the multiplication of 3 and z. Now, some teachers teach little tricks on how to do that. I don't do that. I don't teach tricks. But what I do show you is what's really going on. For you to get a common denominator in the n of 3z is you have to multiply this first equation by 1. That's right. Multiply it by 1. Z over z is the same thing as multiplying x over 3 times 1. It's not 1 in terms of its look, but in terms of its value, it is. What does that result in? 2x over 3z. Now, what do we do to get the y over z to look like 3z? Well, it's the same process, but with a different number this time. And we're using 3 top and bottom here. In other words, we're multiplying y over z by 1. Yet again, it's 1. It's just changing the look of that fraction. So this gives you plus 3y over 3z. And now we can add them together because I have that common denominator. What's the result? It is nothing more than 2x plus 3y all over 3z. That's fully simplified. There's nothing else you can do there. That's a y, by the way. It's done. You have just added a rational expression. Now, how about subtracting the two of them? Doesn't change. Same process, except now we're going to end up with subtraction on top. I'm going to use the same basic equation just to, sorry, it's not an equation, but this two set of rational numbers. Would I have y over z there? Just want to confirm your process here. Again, multiply top and bottom here by z. Multiply top and bottom here by 3. What's the result? That common denominator is 3z. And I have 2x this time minus 3y. Now we're going to step up for each additional video here. An example, it'll step up and become more and more difficult. You got to bring forward a lot of your past experience with factoring is going to be involved in this, in simplifying and adding and subtracting rational expressions. So your ideas of factoring have to be involved here. And then being able to understand that when you have, a fraction that is not in simplest form, how to cancel to make that happen. All that stuff's going to show up here in the next few videos. Hang on, work hard, and you'll see how all this works. See you guys in the next video.